Hello, beautiful people. I am back. I am feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good, even though I woke up this morning and it's swollen. You can see the difference. It's swollen from here. Ugh, my knee. It's swollen from here down to my toes. It's only because I have torn tendons in my knee, my ankle, and my foot. Other than that, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. I've been feeling pretty good for the past few days, emotionally, mentally. So it's probably because, okay, let me explain something. I have a twin, and it's almost her birthday this week. This week will be our birthday. And every single year, my mom always left me out. Even though I was first born, and a few minutes after I came, then my twin was born. 3 years later, then my younger brother came. Well, my mom always made it very clear to me that she wished that she never had me, blah, 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 so on, so on. She only wanted boys. Okay, so she made it painfully clear all those years that she never wanted me and that she would only celebrate my twin's birthday. His birthday. Notice how I used his because he was born a male. So she didn't like me, period. She never wanted girls. So sorry. Not. But this is her thing. Was her thing. Now, my mom passed away years ago. I have been working through the trauma and everything. And I realized it's not my trauma. She was trying to dump it on me as my trauma, but it was actually her trauma. So even though my mom passed multiple years ago, I'm dumping that right back up on her. No, that's your trauma. Here you go. Dumped it up at your feet. You take care of it now. So I've been feeling pretty good about my birthday coming up, And my mom, like I said, she never celebrated my birthday. But my husband always tries to, even if we can't afford anything for my birthday, he'll tell me happy birthday. He'll make sure that nobody tries to start anything with me up on my birthday. I have an aunt that lives out of state, and every time I call her, even if it's up on my birthday, I'll be like, oh, today's my birthday, and I'm so happy about it and everything. And she's like, oh, goody, da, 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 da. And then she'll start in telling me a whole bunch of whoppers, supposedly things I've said or done. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I never said that, and I definitely never did that. So, but the point is she's notorious for starting stuff with me. She's not happy unless I'm unhappy, and that's her problem, not mine. So I dumped it right back up on her the last time I talked to her. But that was the last time I talked to this family member, because I flat out told myself I'm never talking to them again. That's it. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna keep picking at that scab thinking that this person will change for the better and see through these outlandish lies about me and these rumors about me. Because I told her multiple years ago, if you want to know something about me, come ask me. I'll tell you. If I did it, I've been like, yes ma'am, sure did. I did it, and yes ma'am, I said it. And if I didn't say it and didn't do it, don't sit there and falsely accuse me. Ask me. I'll tell you, yes or no. So, but my neighbor, she's got some people up over here weed eating around her yard. She's got a very large yard, and it slopes down towards the creek area. So, like I said, it's a very large yard, and she's got a lot of trees there. So I understand. And plus, she's in her 80s. I don't blame her, honey. Don't try to get out there and do that stuff yourself. You hire somebody to do it. So, but I wanted to talk. I've been feeling really, really, really good this year about my birthday coming up. I don't care if I get a present or not. You know, as long as my husband tells me happy birthday. I don't even care if my kids tell me happy birthday or my grandbabies. I don't care. As long as my husband says it, it makes me feel good. You know, I decided I need to go to the Dollar General store. It's just right around the corner from here, you know, and I'll take my service dog with me because this knee from here down to my toes, my right knee down to my toes, hurts. And it's been hurting, even though we don't have any. And I'm not putting on a lidocaine patch. I'm not going to do it. No. No, no, no. So, I have taken my mobility service dog with me this morning. There was this young father in there with his two kids. They looked like, the girl, she looked like she was 2.5. The boy, he looked like maybe 13, 14 months old. He might have been a little older. Might have been. I don't know for sure. But I had turned around and I could see that they were a little excited to see my service dog, and which I don't blame them. You know, who doesn't love a dog? And I'll show you somebody who isn't nice to people. But that's beside the point. You know, and I think that's wonderful at their young age that they're still loving animals. Well, when I walked in, because I have my service dog up on my left side, and so I had to use my right hand to open up the door, you know, it kind of made it a little awkward for me to get up in there. But I got in there, and, you know, I'm trying to walk with my service dog, and the father and the mom are just standing there like, and I'm thinking, your babies are trying to touch my medical equipment. I told the little girl, I said, please don't touch my medical equipment. As soon as I started walking off, the father is laughing. She called her dog medical equipment. I'm thinking to myself, under the ADA, Americans Disability Act, he is considered medical equipment. Would you allow your child, any age child, or even an adult, to run up and touch somebody's wheelchair, somebody's walker, somebody's cane, somebody's oxygen tank? That's all medical equipment. Service dogs are considered medical equipment. My dog does not need to be distracted by a very small child, let alone a teenager, an adult, whatever the case may be, by anybody for anything, because he has a job to do. He needs to alert me if my sugar is dropping. He needs to keep me steady at all times up on my feet. And if not, I can take a misstep and I can fall and I can seriously injure myself. And I'm trying not to do that. That's why I have a mobility service dog, you know, and on his handle that I constantly have my left hand on, it states right across there, service dog. I don't appreciate people thinking it's funny that I had to have a service dog. She called her dog medical equipment. It's not funny, people. It's not. It is not funny. And because of attitudes like that, it doesn't make me want to go to the store, period. But I know I need to get out. I need to take my mobility service dog with me. I look at those little eyes and I'm like, I gotta do it. There's days I don't want to move. Like this morning, you know, between the knee and all the way down to my toes, I don't want to move. I don't. But I do it because of him. He gives me the courage to get up and move. Without him, I'm not getting up. I'm not moving. I'm going to be a recluse up in my house and stay there. I would have no reason to go to the outside world because I'd be afraid of falling. I'd be afraid of my sugar would drop and I wouldn't even know it. Because I wouldn't have my mobility service dog to alert me ahead of time. Hey lady, you're off balance. Here, let me lean up against you. That way you balance yourself again. Or turns around and jumps up at me when I'm having a sugar drop. Or he jumps up at me when I'm having a PTSD moment. And I'm trying to disassociate. He's like, nope, gotta bring you back. So, that's what I mean. You people need to stop. You need to teach your kids, do not touch a dog. I don't care if it's a service dog or if it isn't a service dog. If you're teaching your kids not to touch dogs, less dog bites are going to happen. Less dog bites. Less. But if not, then it's going to be at the same rate it is now, if not higher. If, God forbid, if my dog ever bit a child, I would immediately have to have him put to sleep. I'm not going to keep my mobility service dog. All right, beautiful people. Y'all come back now. And I'm going to leave my Cash App information in the description bar. All right, beautiful people. Y'all come back now, you hear?